Hi everyone, it's Backtrack Diary. So today we're at Disney. I wanted to do things a little bit differently. I wanted to just show you all of the things that I enjoy and then kind of sprinkle in some fun facts. I was going to cover some of my favorite rides and the history behind them. So for instance, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Coming up, I'll tell you a little bit more about that. And then I wanted to connect Thunder Mountain to my previous Knott's video. So if you're ready to watch and find out information, stay tuned. Okay guys, we just got off the tram, but it is so hot today. Like literally, I'm not a summer person. I'm very much more of a fall, winter type of girly. Love oversized hoodies, love sweats. I probably won't try to be out here for too long, to be honest. I'm just gonna try to do what I can. But I also came kind of late just to avoid the heat. And thank God it's kind of dead today. So let's walk inside and see how it's looking. Okay, I really just came inside the park. And look at how dead it is. This is actually insane. It's a Sunday evening, summer. Also right here. Okay, great moments with Mr. Lincoln. It's so, I know a lot of people don't really care about this thing. I like it though, obviously, because it's historical. Okay, so this window used to be something entirely different, but I think because Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln right over here is closed for refurbishment. Not refurbishment, but they're adding in an animatronic of Walt Disney as well. They announced it a year or two at D23. So alongside Mr. Lincoln here, we're gonna get a full-on animatronic of Walt Disney sitting around at his desk. And I'm really excited to see that happen. They shut it down like a few months ago or something like that, but they're gonna open it again next month. So I'm gonna come back and try to cover that because ironically enough, not ironically, if you kind of get a gist of my personality from this channel, I do love history, so it's not surprising that I love sitting down and watching Mr. Lincoln. So I'm super excited about seeing Walt Disney as an animatronic alongside Mr. Lincoln. Drake? You guys, Drake is here. I'm not gonna go bother him, but wow. Dude, I know I keep saying this, but it is crazy how dead it is for summer break. So cute.
Mom and Dad are wrong. They left.
Yeah, I know.
I love the way that they decorated the castle for the 70th. Look at how pretty this is. At night it's so much better, but during the daytime you're able to see a lot of the decor. And at night I like how they have little fairy lights in here so you can kind of see it a little bit better. And I don't care what anybody says, Fantasyland is absolutely my favorite and always has been since I was a little girl. Honestly, okay, this is really dead because Fantasyland is always busy and it's always full of families and kids. Obviously, it's a very kid-friendly area. But usually there's like no place for you to walk, no room for you to walk, but there's a lot of space right now. Look at how pretty the views are here. So they talked about something called sightlines, and with Disney and what Walt Disney had originally planned for was that any land that you were in, he made sure that it was all immersive. So anytime that you would, like, let's for instance say the Matterhorn from Adventureland, there's a specific tree that actually covers the shape of the Matterhorn from Adventureland and New Orleans Square. That way you stay immersed in that land. So anywhere that you look, the reason why we feel like it's magical in my theory, it's because of these sight lines. Because he keeps you fully immersed in whatever land that you're in. Like for instance, like let's look at the shot right now. In Fantasyland, you get the clock tower right here at Peter Pan. You get Snow White over there, and then I think this is also Peter Pan right here. But then look at the shot of the castle. And a little fun fact, that castle is actually backwards. the direction that I'm facing right now should be the front of the castle, but Walt reversed it so that way the back of the castle would be facing the front of the park, and he did that so it could look a little bit more visually appealing. Okay, so Mr. Toad's Wild Ride was an opening day attraction back in July 17th, 1955. Now, there's a few reasons as to why this ride is one of my favorites. I already love dark rides. I ride Snow White all the time, Pinocchio, which is not, Pinocchio needs to get more love. But also, this ride itself was based on the Disney classic Wind in the Willows, which was a segment from The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad in the 1949 animated film. Now, it's not a direct retelling of the film, but it was inspired, and the ride doesn't necessarily tell the entire story, but it focuses on a chaotic scene. Now, one of the other reasons why I really like this ride is because a lot of the engineering that the Imagineers used back in the 50s, it's still implemented and used to this day and carried on. I have an affinity for things that are set in their time period and they're still carried on today, and with this ride being present during the opening of Disneyland and they still use 50s engineering, obviously it's one of the best. But a little fun fact about this Mr. Toad statue here, his hands used to be right in front of him, right in front of his chest, but people kept on putting stuff in his hands, so then they had to go ahead and reverse it and put it right behind him. Inside the ride, at the queue, you're gonna see a mural that features a train named WED Rail, which is referring to Walt Elias Disney and his love for trains. Oh, it's poison apple freeze. I've been saying the wrong thing, but honestly, on a really hot day, this is the best thing to get if you're a fan of apple anyway. It's like a frozen slushie and it tastes really, really good. So back in high school, I was in the choir, and then we auditioned to perform here at Disneyland. We made the slot, and we came and we performed here, and we spent the rest of the day here at Disney. And obviously, since we were a high school choir, we didn't pull that big of a crowd, but it was a really fun memory for me. Okay, so I was really excited to get that drink, but they're completely out, so I'm really sad. So instead, I'm just gonna go ahead and go over and get the Dole Whip. The mango chamoy one, that one would be a lot better. It's a good substitute, so let's go ahead and walk over there. Okay, so here's some stuff that they offer. Dole Whip, and there's different variations of it. Dole Whip Flow, loaded Dole Whip. What is that? I've actually never had that. And then the Bao and Olympia. The Bao does look good. I've seen people eating at the Olympias look really, really good as well. But honestly, I really like the chamoy Dole Whip, and I'm an eater of habit. Everywhere I go, I always have like one or two orders that I stick to, and I've been like that my whole life. I'll still be adventurous and like try different things. Don't get me wrong. I love trying new foods. I love eating absolutely everything. But once I find my favorite, I absolutely do stick to my favorite. Unfortunately, let me know if anybody else is the same, because everyone says I'm super weird for that. She was saying that the chamoy was replaced with this, and I should know this because I've seen it for a while, but this is her new offerings for right now. Jesus, I'm so sorry about the exposure right now, guys. It is so bright. Okay, so the matcha Dole Whip is not my favorite. The matcha, it's a matcha float with strawberry, and it has like the typical pineapple Dole Whip, but then it also is sitting in pineapple juice. That's what makes it the float, and it has the coconut shreddings, the coconut carvings on top. The coconut is good. It's just a little sweet. It's good. I mean, it's not the mango chamoy. They said that you can make that though. You can go ahead and get the mango flavored Dole Whip, and then they have like cups of chamoy, and then they have the hing at the end of the line. But I just figured I'd try something new. It's good. It's like a 3-4 out of 10 for me. It's not bad. I'll still eat it, but the chamoy is definitely my favorite. All right, I'm heading to Big Thunder Mountain, and it's actually pretty dead back here. So, and it's nice and shaded. There it is over there. Oh, never mind. Can't even show you. 25 minutes. Let's go. Okay, so on to Big Thunder Mountain. Now, previously in my Knott's Berry Farm video, I did kind of touch base on the fact that I do love Western mining towns, ghost towns, trains, all of that stuff. So, of course, when it comes to Disneyland, I do love Big Thunder Mountain. So, some fun facts about this ride is that the rock formations were actually inspired by Bryce Canyon, and the spires of the ride reach 104 feet. Now, the props and details have movie ties. For example, some of the train noises from the ride were used in Indiana Jones, and some of the props were from Hot Lead and Cold Feet. I think one of my favorite facts is that the Calgo Mine Ride actually was one of the first concepts of a hidden switchback queue. That essentially just means that the queue line is tucked away behind the ride facade, and as guests are kind of walking by, you're not able to see how long the ride wait time is actually going to be. So it just appears to be shorter, and then while you're tucked away behind the ride in the facade, you get immersed in the ride setting before you even board. Walt Disney himself reportedly was super intrigued by the idea and later incorporated it into his own attractions at Disneyland. Do it. Oh, it's so cute. See how cute it is. Oh, Disney ducks are literally my favorite. I'll insert a clip here of when I was sitting on top of Hungry Bear, and there was just a huge crowd of ducks, and I believe it was during Season of the Force. Everybody was all dressed up. I'm gonna stop by and get some ice cream. It's really hot. So, and then I think they're setting up for the parade right now. I do believe it's Paint the Night Parade. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. I honestly think it's one of the best parades that they have here at Disney. And it was here a few years back, but they brought it back out again. So here we are. It's not Gibson Girl. Gibson Girl's over at DCA. Old-fashioned hand-scooped ice cream. Oh, it is Gibson Girl. Okay. Hand-scooped ice cream. Let's go get some ice cream. Oh my gosh, it feels so good in here. It was so hot outside. Let's see what I want. Here's the menu. This whole building is so pretty. I love the antique vibes. I love the attention to detail. That's literally what captures my heart. And that's seriously why I love Disney so much. Other theme parks are great, don't get me wrong, but you know, when people put more time and effort and craft and quality into things, it really does stand out. Oh, look at the pearls, so pretty. Okay, so I ended up getting the Sunday split, but it's only here for the 70th celebration. Haven't tried it before, so we're gonna try it now.
Yeah, exactly. You don't start opening the mail. I was trying to think, do you remember if that was like a Simpsons thing? Like, has a mail there, he's like going through all the mail. We're sitting by the lockers by suitcases.
So as I was saying, the attention to detail at Disneyland is unmatched. Look at these lights. And I know at other theme parks are theme parks, amusement parks are amusement parks. They're all a lot of fun, but to me, attention to detail, a little personal touch, and the whole vibe and aesthetic of everything, especially when it's antique and old-timey, definitely captures my heart and my attention, which is exactly why I love Disney more than any other park. Okay, so it's Neapolitan. It has chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry, but the strawberry has real strawberry in there. This is exactly what I was just talking about. And I'm not a huge fan of strawberry because it usually tastes too artificial, but this one tastes amazing. Okay, I don't know if this resonates on camera. In person, it's not this purple. It's like an iridescent pastel purple, but it is just so cute. And it has a matching spirit jersey. Spirit jersey. Let me see how much it is, if I can find it. Oh, right here. No price. I'm assuming at least like $70, $80 what it normally is. And as for the Loungefly, what's the price of the Loungefly? 100. Oh, a little bit. Isn't it a little bit pricier? Okay, is this gonna focus or what? Okay, there you go. It's a little bit pricier than normal, but I don't know because I don't have a glitter one, so I don't know if this is like normal base pricing for the glitter ones, but it's so cute. Look, it lights up. How cute. Okay, so this is their 70th collection. It's a little too gold for me, but I mean, to each its own, you know what I mean? I do like the bright colors. I do think it's very fun and cute. To be honest, I like the castle a lot more than everything else. Oh, look, it has a little medallion. How cute. Oh my goodness. Sorry about the exposure, guys. Honestly, oh, this is nice. This feels very retro. How much is this? Let me find the price. $30, $29.99. That's actually not bad. And if you're into bucket hats, I like this font. I like this whole style a lot better. Well, honestly, oh, this is so cute. Oh, I do like this. I have a huge thing for crew necks. And honestly, I like that as orange and black because I'm a spooky girl. So like during this would definitely be a vibe for Oogie Boogie Bash. And during fall, anytime I go do something fun. How much is this? Oh, okay, $69. Oh, and it feels like good quality too. It's like soft on the inside. Oh, this is really good quality, guys. Oh. It's the bulk collection. Okay, I feel like I have to get this now, otherwise it's gonna run out. Oh my gosh, how cute. They have beach towels. That's adorable. I really wanted this. It pumps out in the shape of Mickey. And it's just so cute. I just can't justify the price for some soap though. It's just so adorable. Okay, this has to be my favorite. Anybody who knows me in real life knows that I love lavender. I love purple in general. And again, this color is not registering on camera the way that it should. And as I said, $100 for a Loungefly. And actually, no, that kind of makes sense because I'm wearing my Catwoman Loungefly right now. It was more than 100, so I guess this makes sense. Yeah, this color does not do justice on the camera, but it's absolutely beautiful in person. I hope you guys are able to come in and see it for yourselves in person if you are a purple girly. Okay, another grandma thing I really like to do is just take the railroad. I like to take the Disneyland train and kind of go in circles, honestly. They have a whole little dinosaur part that I really like. But to me, it's kind of cool because obviously anybody who knew Walt's story, he loves trains. So this is kind of special. Oh, this is gonna be kind of hard to read. Let me see. Yep, no, it's gonna be too hard to read. Sorry, guys. I love old-timey pictures. All right, let's go ahead. Well, we're gonna have to wait for the next train, so let's just go ahead and wait inside because it's kind of hot. But there's a train. And then the Lily Bell is at the very bottom. I don't know, not the very bottom, at the very end of the train, but let's see if we see it. I don't know if it's on this one or the other one because they do run 2 trains. There is a way that you can get on the Lily Bell. I believe you have to purchase a certain tour or dining package or something. You have to purchase an extra ticket in order to be able to sit on it and ride it around on the train inside the Lily Bell. And the Lily Bell is special because that was Walt's personal train cart and it's decorated to the gods. It's absolutely stunning. Oh, look, there it is. Beautiful.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world.
Haunted Mansion's wait time was literally 13 minutes. So I decided to hop on and it's basically a walk-on. So let's see how this goes.
Approaches to take you into the boundless realm of the supernatural. Take your loved ones by the hand, please, and kindly expecting me. I'll see you all a little later.
Okay, so honestly, the ride was a walk-on, but I didn't want to record anything because I didn't want to disturb the ride for everybody else. You know, it's dark, so I only took like 1 clip. I lied. I saw that Indiana was 25 minutes, so I decided to run over here real quick, and then I'm gonna leave. Okay, that does it for me, everybody. I spent a long time here today and I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and please like, subscribe, comment down below what your favorite rides are and what your typical schedule looks like at Disney, and just keep an eye out for my next vlog. Thank you, bye.